Hi and welcome to Little Bit Honeybee's YouTube channel. I'm the Skinny Bee Man. This is the beginner series, week 18. I get a lot of comments wanting to know how come I don't get stung. Well, I get stung. Anybody that works as many bees as I do gets stung. Genetics are a lot on how the bees react. You can have hot bees. A lot of these big producers, they don't bring new bloodlines in for years and years and years, and you get inbreeding, and that causes them to get mean. But genetics is probably 60% of it, and how you work the hives is about the other 40%. I know you hear the old timers, first thing you want to do is come down and smoke this front of this entrance. Well, when you do that, you force all the bees to top. But when you crack the lid, they're all in your face. That's the wrong thing to do. The time of day you work it. The best time to work your hives is roughly between 10 and 1 o'clock on a good sunny day. Hopefully not too much wind. You get a rainy, cloudy, windy day, they can all get a little hot. The worst time to work them is first thing in the morning and late at night, and that's where we're at right now. It's 5 minutes after 8 on August 8th. I've just got so much to do tomorrow, I ain't got time to make the video, so we may get stung all to pieces. But when you get in a hive, you just be gentle, you go slow. If you mash bees, the smell of a dead bee causes them to get angry and they'll start stinging. You wear gloves. I know some people is afraid not to wear gloves, but when you mash bees and they just get aggressive. And if you've got bee stings in a glove, you can just lay that glove up there and then automatically the pheromones in that glove and they'll start stinging. Now, I don't wear gloves, I just don't like them. Right now the mosquitoes are eating me up. They tear me up worse than the bees do. I swell up worse on a mosquito's bite. So, we've got a couple things we're going to go over this week. Hopefully they're not too hot, but like I say, it's late in the evening, all the workers are home, the hive is packed. A field bee is about 5 times more likely to sting you than a nurse bee. So, this is not a good time to go into them, but we're going to go into them anyway. You open the lid slow. You always crack the lid away from your face. And then you just give them a little puff of smoke. Don't want them roaring. You got them roaring, you got them mad. You just want to get them down so they ain't wanting to come up there and pop you every time you hive beetle run under the trap. It wasn't in the trap. Like I say, this is not the ideal time to be going in these boxes. All the field forces in there. The bees are packed. They're getting settled in for the night. Frame open, capped honey on the back side, open honey. Hopefully, I got one here that's wanting to get aggravated, but maybe she'll find a place to land. Frame of cap brood, some open brood. You want to be looking for, this is not a good sign. We got queen cells. Typically down there, they're swarm cells, not supersede your cells, but not always.
gotta look a little closer for it.
Queen. We'll mark that frame. I may take that frame out of there and make a split with it. But the queen's still in here. Frame of half cap open honey. Same thing there. A little bit of cat brood. Open honey, but like I say, this is late. It's after 8 o'clock at night. This is not a good time to be working the hive. But what I started to say, you need to be looking for little bitty larvae running around on your frames. That's hive beetle larvae. If you catch it quick enough, you can save a hive. Get that frame out of there. You need to be looking for hive beetles. And this is our queen bank. You can see there's the queen is in there running around. They're taking care of them. Not a problem. Frame of cat brood. What I'm not seeing, I've seen open larvae, but I'm not seeing any eggs up there. Something may happen to our queen in this box. They don't act like the queen. See, they're backfilling all that with honey. No eggs in there. It's all backfilled with honey. Always center your frame and make them tight. They're getting a little testy. Not bad, they haven't stung me yet. I always talk about you don't have to see the queen if you see eggs. Well, I haven't seen any eggs yet. I've seen larvae, but no eggs. But we had a lot of new frames down here in the bottom. They got so much honey, they may just had a honey band between them and they decided they were going to make queen cells up there. That happens. First frame is all honey. I see eggs on here, so we've probably still got a queen. Yep, here's her queen. Running around with her little tag on her. So everything's alright. Why, them's actually swarm cells. Now what I want to talk about on this bottom box, sometimes you may have to pull a couple frames out. You need to look on that bottom board. If there's a lot of trash, a lot of fodder from the wax cappings, and stuff on this bottom board, that's where them wax moths and hive beetles will get a start, and then they'll just take a hive over. She got this box all laid up. Like I say, them was actually swarm cells, not supersedure cells. All cap brood. She's really been concentrating on this bottom. You notice they always start the front and lay back. Every once in a while, if you'll turn them around, you'll finish getting to draw that out quicker when you're going through the frame. But this bottom board in here is clean as a pin. It's painted white. I paint all my bottom boards so they can keep it clean. I can keep it clean. Oh man, she's on fire. I don't know. There's about 6 frames of laid up brood or eggs in there. Another full frame of cat brood. And just start to draw that frame. In the summertime, it really don't matter if you put these frames back in the same thing. Early spring, late fall, it does make a difference. Okay, now we know our queen's in this bottom box. So I don't want to pull this frame out up here, set that box down, and pull it, because them queens can run up there. I don't like working these boxes at eye level. That's a good way to get stung. Bees fly out there right at your face. And this is the frame that's got the cells on it. We're just going down here. Tore my daggone tripod fell apart. I'm trying to think. Yeah. One of these right here doesn't have a beads in it. Let me get my tripod set back up. One of these don't have beads in it. 2-frame box. If you're following the advanced series, you know I like 2-frame boxes to make splits in. And I was telling you about fodder on the bottom of a box. This is wax cappings. Them wax moths and hive beetles will get in that bottom board and lay eggs, and they'll multiply in there, and then they'll take over a box. Well, you got the see a little bit of a split too. And we'll get them another frame of drawed comb. Well, this was one reason I pretty well knew the queen was still in that other box. Leg keeps falling off the tripod. Get zoomed in here. You see these bees with their butts in the air fanning? They already know they're queenless. And that box wasn't doing that, so that's why I was pretty sure. These are my little beetle traps I use on these 2 frames. Get in there, girls. What kind of entrance redo? Okay, I've got an entrance redo, or a back off here a little bit. It's a robin screen, but I keep the new split pinned up for 2 days, and I turn them loose at night. So we'll close these up. Get over here where you can see. Actually, I need another tack to pull that a little tighter together. I just put these robin screens on with bulletin boards and push pins. Need a little adjustment on that board in there. If I can do it with a knife or not. I did. Stuff that gap full there. Now we'll close this off. Keep them in for 2 days. Then I lay a brick I probably can't see that. I have to back up with the camera. I lay a brick hanging over the front of the lid. That tells me that they're pinned up, or a cage queen, one of the two. Now these girls have been open for a while up here. They'll probably not be happy. That's another thing, talk about working bees. You want to get in them and work slow and steady, but if you have a hive open for 40 minutes or so, they all get mad. We like a frame in there now. If I got any up there or not. Got the fishing line cut on this one. Get the beaver trap back on. Like I say, you gotta make sure them bottom boards is clean. It's getting pretty late now. We've had this box open for almost 30 minutes. These are all I'm thinking about. Now this other box, I wouldn't be surprised to see queen cells in it. She is out of a package queen. And they're just not building like they should have been built. They had enough bees. They should have been really going strong, and they're just not building like they should build, or haven't been. Actually, they've not done hardly anything in the top box. So we'll save some time. We'll not even go through there. I'm over here standing in the doorway, and that's enough else to make her mad. almost getting too dark to really look at the frames and see. That was all capped and open brood. See, they're not drawn or foundation or starter strips out. This hive's strong enough to do that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this hive. Got it all laid up. That's all laid, open eggs and larvae. No queen cells so far. This is frame. I'm going to say new comb. That's where you need to look for your queen at. That's where she's at. They love that new comb. That's why you need to rotate your wax out. Never have wax in a hive over 2 years old. I try to rotate mine out every 12, 14 months. I'm kind of going to go through this one pretty quick because it's getting dark. You got it all laid up. It's all about hatched out. Nice frame of brood. Mosquitoes. Here's our frame of medium frame. See how they're going to draw drone comb off the bottom of that? I'm using them to give me extra drones in the yard to make the queen. The other full frame, nice frame of brood. Maybe we just knocked them down harder than I thought I did. They look like they're getting ready to go. Actually looks pretty good. She's got about 5 frames of brood in here. Some about 2.5 frames is ready to hatch right now. So maybe they'll get their act together. One way I can tell this hive is not on fire is because they're not drinking any syrup. Very little syrup. These guys here, I feed them about a gallon every 2 days, and I haven't fed these a quart in a month. In fact, they drink very little. I just give them a little bit because they go bad. Maybe they'll get going. If you like the videos, hit the subscribe button, the bell next to it, and you get notified when we make a new video. You guys have a good week, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching. Yeah, sorry about that. I always forget to say something in the spur of the moment, so for a lot of beekeepers, they wouldn't have an extra box to make a split out of or whatever. And if you don't want any more bee boxes, the proper way to handle that, you've seen the queen cells. Do not destroy the queen cells. You go through and make sure that you have a queen. A lot of newbies and a lot of people have been keeping bees for a long time. They go in there and see queen cells. Oh, got to get them out of there. They're going to get rid of my queen. Well, the queen may be already gone, and if you cut your cells out, they don't have any way to requeen. So that's one thing. And if we didn't make a split out of that, you go in there and knock the cells off, and they're telling you that they're too full. I'm still feeding them here. It's in August, and they got plenty of food, so they think times are plenty. They went into swarm mode. Them cells across the bottom is typically a swarm cell. If they're up on the frames, it's typically a supersedure cell. What you need to do really in that box is to pull some more frames of honey, capped honey out of there, eat it, store it. If you store it, make sure you freeze it and then put it in a box where the hive beetles or wax moths can't get to it. And give them some more starter strip. Give them some room. That queen had that box laid up in that bottom. All them new starter strips we put in there was all laid up. She had no place to lay, and they was thinking about leaving the country. But the main thing is, don't destroy your cells till you make sure you still got a queen in there. And then that's why you should always go through your hives, every 7 to 10 days. If we'd have waited 2 weeks, those cells would have hatched out and we'd have lost our queen, the good queen we wanted to have in there. So it's important to go through your hives every 7 to 10 days so you know what's happening. You never know what you're going to find when you open a box. I like to do it weekly, just on the safe side. So you guys have a good week. Thank you.